Welcome back, everybody, to the Lonely Basement. Baseball cards. You know, guys, today we have a pickup video. Pickups, envelopes, and a big brown box. Very excited about the big brown box. Big brown box. But before we get into that, guys, we had a great weekend. We went over the physical show before work, said hi to Sammy Thunder. That's always fun. And our friend Mike, the promoter, and shout out to Mike. No pickups at the show. It was a little quiet, just kind of wandered around, said hi, talked a little shop, as you say, talking shop with the guys. And I've been watching a lot of videos, relaxing. Took a little nap today, and a long couple days at work, and then I came home today and I was it's 5, 6 o'clock. Get some food, make a video. So now I'm wide awake. It's the middle of the night, but I'm off tomorrow, so it's okay. So, guys, I've been watching a lot of videos about grading SGC. I even made one, sort of, and PSA. And I was thinking a little bit about the great hobby friend of ours, Mike Petty, saying, collect what you don't like. Now, I have never graded a card. I've mentioned it once or twice, maybe. So I have a theory. I'm surrounded by worthless junk wax, a lot of it, that I wanted when I was a kid because I wanted it, and it was cool, and I wanted it, and I bought it. And now it has very little value. Collect what you don't like. I don't like grading. Everybody's bashing PSA. Light bulb. I think I should start grading all my cards with PSA. Because no one else is going to do it. You're all going to SGC. And then you're all quitting SGC. And then everybody's going to go raw. I'm going to start grading all my cards with PSA. It's my new plan. We're going to grade our 74 Bill Fahey first. See what kind of number we get. What do you think? I don't like grading because I don't like paying for grading. Because I like my money to buy baseball cards. But I'm always wrong. My junk wax proves it. So my new scenario, send all my cards in for grading with PSA and pay all the upcharges. And that will increase the value of my collection. Because doing what I think has surrounded me with score. All right, guys. That's my thoughts at the moment. Always use protection. Let's get into this rip. It's going to take a minute because this has a few cards in it. And we'll talk about economics in this box. Let's see what we got. Envelope, the tiny one. It's actually a little folded. I'll get into that box in a minute, guys. But it was on my porch when I got home. Very nice. Very nice. It is pouring rain in New York. Has been for almost 2 days. The box was on my porch, delivered at 9 o'clock this morning. I got home around 5. I saw the box was delivered, and I knew. I said, hopefully it's in plastic. It was not. It was all cardboard, but they pushed it up against the door. It's under the awning, but the driving rain still hits it. But the box is half taped. Slightly, some water drops, but it is fine, although I did not rip it open. All right, let's get into this unsealable bag. It is unsealable. Odd flap. Odd flap. Beautiful. You know, my love of 1995 score. I just mentioned score. Well, we needed more 95 score. Shiny gold. 95 score. Select gold. Don Mattingly. That one is super duper glary. That helps a little. Ooh, where's he not glary? 95 score, select gold, Don Mattingly, 4 of 12, number 4 of 12. There must have been 4 of 12. But we only need the Donnie in our collection. Donnie, yeah, there you go. Good stash in 94. Excellent stash. Super gold, super shiny. Ooh, look at that. Loving it. Score select 95. Gold. Next pickup. As we rip. And we rip. And we rip. The more we buy, the faster we rip. It's amazing. Blue tape. This card I can't believe I didn't have, or know. I should have. I found it on accident, searching for something else, and I was like, I don't know about that card. But this is what happens when you collect players like Don Mattingly. This is super cool. Getting my eyes on it for the first time. One of those cards I did not know I needed because I did not know about it, and I'm stunned that I didn't just based on the type of card it is. It is a 1994 Yoo-Hoo Rawlings, apparently. In the, Rawlings on the bottom here. Description, it said Rawlings, so I was curious. Rawlings collection cards. Rawlings collection glove card. Don Mattingly Yoo-Hoo. Look at that. That is beautiful. The French's yellow mustard color. That is super cool. No logo, and the New York mysteriously missing from his jersey. Odd. But that is a cool card. I'm kind of stunned in my piles of Donnies. I did not have this card or know about this card. And I stumbled on it on accident. Anytime I see Yoo-Hoo and a Yankee, I'm all in. All in. Push your chips to the center of the table, please. Let's see what's next. Blue tape. Again, these sellers are on to me. 321 Collectibles. Excellent. Established in 2022. They sell sports cards and memorabilia. They buy. They sell. They trade. The countdown to growing your collection starts here. All right. And apparently they have an eBay store because we bought on it. Don Mattingly Pinnacle. Here we go. Blue tape coming off. Good job. Top loader will maybe be saved. We will see. The blue tape is very stubborn on this one. Could be low quality blue tape. Beautiful. Red hot. Don Mattingly. Kind of shiny pinnacle. The pinnacles and scores keep coming, guys. Apparently this is 5. I hope it's not $5, but maybe it is. 5. It's on the top loader. Red hot Donnie baseball. Red hot. Burn my hands. One last envelope, please. Little tape on this envelope. And we have blue tape. Once again. And apparently a free card, I think. No, once again, it's the second time this happened to me. I bought 2 cards from the same seller without even knowing it. And they combined them in one shipping. So these 2 cards, I was not aware were coming together. And that happened to me a couple weeks ago. Mucho blue tape because it's 2 cards. Remnants of blue tape. Let's see. Quality of blue tape might be going down, guys. First card, 1995, right? Yep, no, yeah, 95. Tops, beautiful Don Mattingly. Cyberstats back. Now, these were created as an insert in 95, according to my deep research. And what they did was they projected the stats of the players for 1994 due to the strike. And these were inserted 1 per pack, apparently, and a couple in the jumbos. So if Donnie played 146 games in 94, he would have hit 302 with 9 home runs and 32 doubles and a 411 slugging. But alas, 1994 never happened. And the Yankees did not win the World Series. And Donnie did not get his ring. But there's the cyberstats to prove it could have. Beautiful Don Mattingly cyberstats. Insert from Topps, 95. And then this one, we have a very similar looking card in our collection. Another parallel, if you will. This is covered in blue tape. But this one is the 1995 Stadium Club, Don Mattingly. And this is these are 95, right? This one? Going off memory here. Yes, 95. This is the virtual reality. So it's the same card, but it says virtual reality. There you go. So we had to have the virtual reality because it's virtual. Beautiful. He does not look happy. And Donnie looks like he is getting a little round of applause as you see the empty bleachers. There we go. The back is nice. Look at that. I wonder if this back is different than the regular. I'd have to look at the regular. Don Mattingly. Stadium Club. Virtual reality. Is it virtual? I don't know, guys. Stamped on top of his feet. There you go. So there are 5 super cool Donnies for the collection. The Yoo-Hoo, the Gold, Virtual Reality, Red Hot, and then the Cyberstats. Oddball Donnie baseballs for the collection. We love it. Now, we're already at 11 minutes, and this is a big box. It is dry. I patted it down, made sure there's no wet. There is tape on it, so it had a good amount of tape, but this is not tape. And it was a little slight, but it is nothing that would get through the cardboard, or else I was going to rip the box open immediately. Trusty blade. Always have a trusty blade. All right, we're in. This wouldn't have been a problem anyway, because this seller did a very good job. A very good job. Bubble wrap, and a box of baseball cards. Now, we're going to get into economics, guys. Beautiful. Every card in this box is a double. Double. Yes, they are all doubles. Or triples or quadruples for me already. This box was a mild impulse eBay purchase, but I did my homework. This is 225 cards in this box. And out of the 225 cards in this box, I paid less than $1 a card. Now, I did the math, my personal math, and I valued this box at about $340, say. Realistic value. Realistic value. After I did a little bargain value, I figured this box was worth at least $309, selling the cards pretty super fairly. Like super fairly. $309 worth of value was my calculation. And I got the box for $190, all in with shipping, $214. So I believe I got a good deal. What is in this box? This box, you ready? It's not in any particular grade order, so let's just see here, guys. This is a box of Don Mattingly's. Near mint, supposedly. Look at that. That's the highlight of the box. 90 Donruss. Beautiful Bowman. These are sharp. I'm not going to lie, they're sharp. An 88 Donruss. Definitely need another one of those. Let's see. Get ready. Get ready. I believe I may be a super collector, guys. I read somewhere once that if you have over 200 cards of one player, you're a super collector. 87 Donruss. Yes. This is all 87 Donruss Don Mattingly. '87 Fleer. Don Mattingly. You think I have a problem? I've talked about allocating funds quite a lot, guys. And this is $214 that could have been allocated elsewhere. But, you know, oh, there's one of those. The Donnie and the Dwight. We got one of those. And the rest are all base 87 Don Mattingly's. And they are indeed in mint condition. Minty fresh. My favorite card of all time. 1986 Don Mattingly's. Like I said, guys, I've averaged these out. I think I might have enough. I averaged these out to less. These came to less than $1 card, and we'll get into the math if we. 86 All Stars. This is the childhood dream, guys. This is the childhood dream for $200. Come to life in the basement. Let's see. Hold on. They're not in the... Oh, hold on. Now, these are 6 87 Donruss of the reverse back, according to the stickers. Let's see. Regular. Reverse back. So the backs are flipped. So we got 6 of those. And then giant pile of the regulars. What else? Couple 86 Donruss. Beautiful. These are nice and fresh. See, even these. Nice edges. They're not chipped up too much, really, at all. These are minty cards. Not bad. Maybe we'll send them for grading to PSA. Now, hold on. I'm trying to separate like cards from like cards here. Hold on. Hold on. This next pile. $85 Topps. How many 85 Topps Don Mattingly's do you need? I need this many. But for less than $1 a card, I now own like 50 85 Topps Don Mattingly's. In, like for instance, look at the centering on that one. Beautiful. There could be PSA 10s in here. Next up, not to be outdone, 85 Topps, 85 Fleer. We have a nice stack of 85 Fleer. A little less than $1 each. What's under here? All right, I know. I know. I know. 3-2 for the titles. There you go. 2 for the titles. Donnie and Dave down the stretch for the batting title. Not winning, the real title. And then finally, almost finally, 85 Donruss, Don Mattingly's, and some 85 Diamond Kings. Little Keith is very happy today. And to finish it all off, guys, the reason we made the purchase, to finish it off, 12 84 Topps, Don Mattingly's. So these I calculated at a very cheap price at like $7 a card to sell if I wanted to get 7 back. Sell them at 8 and get 7 back. That's what I calculated this out to get to that 340 number. I'm sorry, the 309 number. And I got the whole thing for $214. If I could get $12 a pop for these, thank you, Sammy Thunder, for doing some math. If I got $12 a pop for these, this is $180. So this alone would pay for like 90% of the box. If you got $1 for these, even, you're getting your money back. So I pulled the trigger. These Donnies, let's see, let's look together. You see them. None of these cards have any creasing, any bends, and all the corners are really nice. The guy said they're near mint. He was very careful in the wording. I mean, I haven't seen it even close to VG card yet, or an EX card. Maybe they're, sevens or, they're junk wax. But if they're sevens in that world, we could easily make our money back. Childhood me is very happy. 12, 1984. Mint Don Mattingly's. 12, yes. Making sure. What do you think, guys? Have I lost my mind? What do you do with all these 87 top or fleers? They might not be worth $1 a card. But with the 84s, we could get our money back. I couldn't help myself. Look at this. I couldn't help it. 87 Donruss. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. What would you do with $214? Would you do this? This is what we got, guys. And I'm happy about it. And reverse backs. Look at that. 85 Donruss. Beautiful. And, quite honestly, they threw in the 90 Donruss and the 188. Not really sure why they were necessary to round it out to 225. So that's what we got, guys. Big build to the bulk of the Donnie baseball collection. I hope you enjoyed 230 Don Mattingly cards today. Gold. And that's what I got for you. We have some fun coming up. The 18th. How about the 18th for you guys? The 18th. Mount Kisco card shows on the 18th. The Garfield shows on the 18th. There's a show in Parsippany on the 18th. And there's a show in Hamburg, which I like to go to, which is the fire department's, Hamburg Fire Department Pavilion Outdoor, under the Pavilion Benefit Show, which is fun. Mr. 95 Cents usually shows up there. So it's a good show. It's fun. And there's good cards there. And last year, Mickey Rivers and Ron Bloomberg were there signing autographs. I'm not sure who's going to be there this year. I didn't do that deep a dig. But if I start at Mount Kisco, I did just buy 225 Don Mattingly, so, If I start, I do big. We're doing big this year, this summer. If I start at Mount Kisco at 9 o'clock, and I walk for like an hour, and then I drive 45 minutes to Garfield, and I spend like 2 hours at Garfield, and then I drive like 30 minutes to Parsippany, and I do an hour or two in Parsippany, and then I drive like 30 minutes more to Hamburg, and this is starting furthest and working my way right back towards my house. I could do 4 card shows in one day. I'd have to do it from 9 to 3 with about 45 minutes, half hour. Could it be done? I will promise you I'm going to Mount Kisco and Garfield. Boom, boom. But once Garfield we're done at, will we continue the journey? We're going to find out on the 18th. Big plans, big ideas. All right, guys. If you need a 1985 Topps Don Mattingly, you let me know. Have a good one.